Where are the largest oil reserves? There's been a discovery of a colossal oil reserve in Antarctica, British territory, and this is it right here, the Antarctic Peninsula of the West. And as I'm reading this article, I remember what Admiral Byrd, during an interview, said concerning his exploration of the South Pole, Antarctica. He said that there were tremendous reserves of energy there, enough to last the world hundreds and hundreds of years. But he was talking basically about charcoal. And also we have this here, the fact that it's full of crude oil. He also stated that there was an area of temporal dry land without ice that was the size of the United States of America. And he believed that Antarctica would in the future play a vast role in geopolitics and the energy sector. Now, there's been a discovery of these colossal reserves in the British area, the territory of Antarctica, by Russia, and according to documents presented to the UK House of Commons Environmental Audit Committee in early May, the discovery was made by Russian research vessels in the Weddell Sea, part of the Antarctic territory claimed by the UK. The reserves discovered are estimated to contain some 511 billion barrels of oil, around 10 times the production of the North Sea over the last 50 years. However, as Statista's Anna Fleck reports, the exploitation of hydrocarbons in Antarctica is strictly prohibited. Since the signing of the Antarctic Treaty in 1959, which came into force in 1961, the continent has been reserved for peaceful activities only and may become neither the scene nor the object of international disputes. Antarctica is therefore mainly used for scientific purposes, in particular for research into climate change. The Russian discovery has raised concerns in the scientific community. Klaus Dodds, an Antarctic expert and professor at London's Royal Holloway College, reportedly told British ministers of parliament that Russia's research could be a conscious decision to weaken the standards of seismic research in Antarctica, and ultimately a first step towards future exploitations of operations. And as the infographic based on the most recent annual report of the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, shows, the size of the oil reserves discovered in Antarctica is significant. Now we know that the largest proven oil reserves in 2022 were in the Middle East in billions of barrels, were 871.61, Latin America 331.27, Africa 119.05, Russia 80, Americas, OECD 65.69, Central Asia, Caucasus, and Eastern Europe is 38.87. Now, Americas also, of course, includes Canada, Mexico, and the United States. Now, estimated 511 billion barrels, that's a lot less than what the Middle East has, which Middle East has 871. But the estimated on the British territory of 511 billion barrels, the area would rank as the second largest crude oil reserve by region in the world, behind only that of the Middle East, and whose proven reserve stood at over 870 billion barrels in 2022. This also represents almost double the known reserves of Saudi Arabia, the country with the second largest proven oil reserves in the world, behind Venezuela, whose reserves are dense and more difficult to process, and therefore less profitable. And this is data by Statista, and it's on Zero Hedge by Tyler Durden. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.